Potter, look who's here. Look who's here. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Let's talk some crypto crap today. I'm excited about it. I've been chewing on this all week, and every time the show comes back around, I get more and more excited, and I won't apologize for the energy. My name's Matt, and this is...
I'm Potter.
Welcome to the channel where we build financial power. Pretty friggin' excited about today. Potter was like, hey, I know we got something scheduled. Let's just turn it around. And let's just drop a bomb on it and let's change our plans, which I love. We were talking about it today about usually Thursdays we stream on 10 a.m. Eastern, Friday 10 a.m. Eastern. Thursdays has typically been beginner conversations. We're documenting my process and learning this crypto world and documenting Potter and her teaching, learning even more in this beautiful degenerate world that it is. Today, we're going to talk about DeFi strategies and miner strategies. What the heck is DeFi as a whole? What the heck is miners? And Potter was like, let's not, make bullet points. Let's just have a conversation. So let's just go. DeFi, decentralized finance, starting there. What type of strategy can you have? What are you talking about?
Well, what's interesting, and I already told Matt this, so his face isn't going to be like, as funny as it was when I first told him, but I was going to tease you guys with Matt is going to be leaving and that he's basically leaving basic land and heading into...
No, say what you said. Say what you said.
I said Matt will be leaving the basic bitch level and is gone full on degen.
That's correct.
He's like sending me all kinds of like screenshots and like I'm like going, who is this guy? Who is this guy?
That's how I feel. Like just these, like,
hey, how's it going?
Air, what's up, man? What
were you saying?
Well, just like, yeah, I just keep getting into these, just one more project, just one more little project, just learning this. And I'm like, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine the other day, and that's what I shot you the screenshot. And I was like, he's like, what you been up to? And I was like, well, I started a crypto channel and this and that. And he's like, oh, like, what are you doing with it? And I only spit like 2 or 3 lines, but when I sent it, he was like, I have no idea what you just said. I was like, oh shit, I agree. I know what I said, but 4 months ago, I don't know what I said. So I'm a degenerate. Just like Aaron in the chat and yourself, Potter.
You guys may have lost an ally. Now, I still think that the level of analysis that we're going to do on the build show, it's just different. Both Matt and I, we bring a different perspective. And so that's what we're going to highlight. But now on to your DeFi question. So what is DeFi? It's really a new way to interact with private businesses, right? Right now, the primary businesses that DeFi is interfacing with are software companies, right? Okay. And so I'm going to put out an article on LinkedIn probably next week. It's Crypto 401, discussing it and comparing it to bonds in banks, right? But DeFi, it's definitely it affords different opportunities, but the primary function is finance.
Okay. How is it affording different opportunities and whatnot?
Hey, 22, gonna see you tomorrow.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we are. We got to make sure we hash that out. Well, let's just do that now, actually, because we're like tomorrow we're having 22 crypto on. I'm super excited about it. I've 22 crypto and Potter know each other. I've been diving into this dude's content, and I like it. I like his personality, who he is. So I'm excited to pick his brain tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Tune in tomorrow, 10 Eastern. 10
yeah,
Eastern.
Please do.
Flat on box.
The way I found 22 was
no. Don't you do it. You save it till tomorrow. God dang it. Back to DeFi.
I wish we had our sound. All right. So what was your question? Because I forgot.
So how does DeFi afford different opportunities. Like, what does that actually mean?
Well, you have, so in banking, right, you have car loans, you have home loans, you have personal loans,
Okay.
You have savings accounts, you have deposit accounts, you have safe deposit boxes, you have all kinds of features that a bank gives. DeFi, same space, right? But they don't know what they're giving right now. The only interaction right now is really just software and, degens like 22, you, me, and maybe Ara, right? So we're figuring it out, and one of the rewards is just like, we get to benefit if we know what we're doing. We get to benefit from it, but so it's so broad. Like I hope that we can cover many areas of DeFi, because you just can't put it into a bucket. It's so broad. But because I've been in it, since last year, I understand it. But like when you were explaining to your friend,
Yeah,
he was like, same thing with me. I think I'm explaining to somebody, and they're like,
yeah, they look. You're the what? You have 3 heads. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me make a translation, because you mentioned this to me yesterday. You're like, hey, tomorrow's show being today, DeFi minor strategies, might cover that. So in my head, I started thinking about it selfishly. I was like, how does that affect me? But I was like, what she's saying is there's basically more versatility in this DeFi market for businesses as a whole, but especially small businesses. I think even not a software company. And correct me if I'm business. Matt Lane Fitness is my company outside of here, and that's what I love to do. Now, taking profit from that company and then reinvesting it to create more supplemental income in DeFi, could you consider that, I guess, as DeFi supporting a small business? Could you consider that?
I consider that a business strategy.
There you go. Okay. Understood. So I think for anybody out there with a small business, because there's a lot of hustlers that are going to watch, these videos, this content, if they're searching for people like us, that's how it applies to them. But
that's one way it can apply to
well,
them.
agreed. I'm talking about to the, to the consumer that's trying to educate themselves, the beginners that have a small business, that type of thing. But like the way we think about it is like, I don't like, because I have a small business, I'm not a corporation. I don't have like heads of, departments and whatnot. So I don't even view it like that, but it's a very interesting way to put it for a small business. And it's true. It's accurate. It's very true. So
one of the things that I was highlighting, and again, you can read the article, but it's about small businesses using DeFi having access to some big pockets. Not only big pockets, but unbanked people.
Yeah.
There are plenty of people who are like, I'm not, unfortunately, because it's dangerous and I don't suggest it, but there are plenty of people who are like, I'm not putting my money in a bank. I don't have enough money, and they are charging me bank fees.
Yeah.
I can't afford to put my money in a bank, is some of the things people are saying right now.
Yeah.
Remember, like when you were in college and you'd be like, okay, I've got $5, and then they hit you with a $3 banking fee. You're like, no, I can't even use an ATM now.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Because in Florida, that's right, we get $5. We got $5 ATMs in Florida.
Yeah. It's steep. That hurts. I think that hurts regardless of the tax bracket you're in. Like,
yeah, it does.
It's always like, ugh. All right. Okay. So basically what you just talked about is the strategy for a small business owner. So who else besides a small business owner would have any sort of strategy in DeFi besides
every economy, any business that you can think of, all of them, every last one of them?
It's trippy to think about. And I guess I've heard that, but looking at it with a macroeconomic lens is pretty trippy.
Yeah, and it's all there. And now we have countries that are running on crypto. So this has to happen.
Yep.
This has to happen. It's not an if anymore. And you can see from all of the different countries, they're all saying, yeah, we're in, because it allows you to do a great reset.
What countries are you talking about?
El Salvador.
Is that the country? I'm pretty sure I saw a video on YouTube, so it's got to be true. That
I agree, 22.
Was it them that are taking Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's going to be they're allowing it to be an official currency. Yeah.
That is trippy, and I'm pretty sure that's the little mini documentary I
Well,
saw.
what about the mayor of Miami? Miami in French. He said,
What?
yeah. Yeah, he said he's trying to make Bitcoin the official currency of Miami, something like that. I don't have the exact words. Please, anybody, let me know what he said in the comments. But
Yeah.
I've never said that before. Ooh.
Hey, look at her, a degenerate YouTuber. I love it.
Oh yeah, that's right. See, that's where we're switching. See, I was not on YouTube.
The worlds are changing. The worlds are changing. Exactly. So, okay. What? All right. So in my head, that's mass adoption. Like that is mass adoption. And God, so I think for a lot of skeptics of crypto or people that are like, I'm interested, but I don't know about this crap. When I start seeing mass adoption like that, that is trippy. Like crypto.com. I was talking to you a little bit about that. I have a friend, actually Era in the chat, crypto.com, and how they relabeled or they bought the Staples Center.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. You know how they teamed up with Visa, MasterCard, Discover. That is mass adoption. So I think for any skeptics out there, if you're looking at that and you're like, nah, still not going to last. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know about that.
Well, here's the thing. Last year when I got in, and we're not gonna have time for minors. When I got in, you can go back. It's historical. You can see big players getting in. What you will also see, like big players, banks, institutions, big institutions. But what you also saw was the FUD of both the horrible thing that was happening in our country, all across the world,
Yeah,
as well as just constant news about how crypto was not going anywhere.
Yeah,
it was horrible, and there were criminals, and horrible people in there. But I was in the .com boom. I remember, getting those questions about it as well. Yeah. Hey, we have two people. Hey,
I know. I was just about to say. So is it? Oh, come on, Matt. You can do this. Javiera Lara. Oh man, I hope I did that right.
I think she's gone now, but
yeah, nice. They also have the UFC 10-year.
Yeah, the UFC is huge because a lot of sports guys saw that, right? And so they're like, look at the mayor of New York. He's only being paid in Bitcoin. There are NFL contracts that are coming out, right? That have Bitcoin as the way that they will be paid.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's crypto. And thankfully, I was telling my dad this. It's hard to do what like me and 22 did, because you're going into a headwind of people saying, you are so wrong.
Absolutely.
Not only are you wrong, but you're stupid. Oh, she's still there.
Oh, nice.
They're like, you're stupid for doing it. So that's a whole different head than what we have right now. With everybody going, oh, yeah, crypto. Yeah, man. It's like, well, where were you?
Yeah, it's easy to jump into something when everyone's like, yeah, it's the thing to do. Like, but I mean, honestly, I think if you're watching this channel, if you're watching other creators around crypto, you most likely have that spirit of the hustler, because anything any good is most of the time extremely difficult and skeptical, and there's usually not a guarantee. But I mean, I could go for days about that. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Miners. Let's see what we can do. So, what the heck's a miner?
Okay. So, quick history. Last year, miners came to be, and I think, believe it or not, it had something to do with Forex, because, or even bank teller. It had something to do with the technology of staking and giving interest. But what happened was the code that was first hatched, literally in the code it was hatching eggs, the devs made it so that they got paid at the top.
Okay.
And people who came in at the top, they got some money for a few days, right? Like maybe 2 weeks. Good money, but it was like only really 2 weeks. And then it just started going down and down and down. Right? But it was just a game that was saying, I will take X token, and by putting in that token, I will get more of that token than I did just holding it.
Sure.
But you're going to have to give it up and you can get it back. And it was only so many days of it. Now, here's the thing that I've made this up, 22. I completely made this up. It's a new phrase, okay, very big phrase. Reflection. Reflection is when you put in, like you go, okay, I'm gonna ape in, I'm gonna put in $500, and you go, oh my God, I'm making $10 an hour of your own money, right? That's just a reflection. It's not yours. It's not yours yet. And so when people ape in, you're missing it. Degen is not about what I did last year. It was not about taking all this money and just making it into more money. It was about taking a little bit of money and making it into a lot of money. And that takes work.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It takes research. You have to study. You have to follow the right people. You meet people like the awesome 22 crypto.
Yes, indeed.
And you start to trust. You build this network of trustable people.
Yep.
Everybody's going to make mistakes and pick the wrong thing every once in a while, but some people pick them all the time.
Yep.
And you can tell because they're highlighting the site, and you can tell that they're reading from a script. Usually is a good sign.
Yeah.
If you go up and you see if you go to a minor game and you see, this is part of the strategy. If you hear about a new minor game and you're like, okay, I think I want to play, go look at the YouTube videos. See if they all have the same titles. See if they were all posted on the same day, because if they were, that's a marketing campaign. You can't trust it.
Potter,
any of these.
That is friggin' genius, right? See, that is why we have this channel. That's the type of knowledge. Holy crap, that's genius. Got it. Go ahead.
Wait, Cryptos, I love when people I talk to tell me it can't happen. Yep, exactly. But it's because of things like these miners where, look, I've said it. I was the best average developer ever. And so, I can look into this code and I can go, man, people aren't looking at this code. They're not even understanding the basics of the code. Some of the code is too complex for me, but if you don't understand the code, you don't know who it is, and you're just hearing crazy returns. Yeah. And part of the returns is that you put your money in to basically look at your own money coming back out to you. Mm-hmm. Slow down. Don't do FOMO. No FOMO. Really close, but no fear of missing out, right? Don't do it. You will always get wrecked.
Yep. That's, now you're talking my language. That speaks down the line of, patience and maybe not if it sounds too good to be true, but there's, some precedence there. If it's too good to be true, listen to that gut. And don't FOMO. Exactly. Like, that's an intelligent investor in any market. So I like that a lot. I like to hear that. When you start hearing APY of $1 billion and like just all that stuff, like that gets further and further away from, I think, reality of if it sounds too good to be true. And I'm not saying like there isn't innovative things happening. Absolutely innovative things happening. But I like hearing that. So I had one thought, ADHD, unrealized gains, damn it, I forgot the term. Son of it. It was here and gone. Unrealized gains. Is that somewhat a term?
I can understand what that means.
Basically, like, all right, on paper, I've projected, like right now, my account, oh, look at that. It's sitting at 10 grand. I've made X from putting in this and it's shot up to here, but it's unrealized because it's not, transferred into fiat, or it's not transferred into my hand type thing. Is that considered unrealized gains?
It can be.
Okay. Didn't know if that was a technical term or something.
Yeah, it might be a technical term. It's not used a lot because it wouldn't really get you anything.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Casey? Who's Casey?
I was wondering the same. I didn't know if it was a nickname for you that I didn't know about with all your nicknames.
Oh, funny. You're a funny person.
You have a lot of nicknames.
What projects are you currently participating in? For example, Drip, Pigpen. What other projects do you believe are great? Thanks. Well, tomorrow is really that day.
That's right.
So if you tune in tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, we'll be able to answer that one. Hey, you haven't done the no financial advice banner thing.
You're correct. So I'm not 100% playing us off yet, but when you start hearing that music, guys, so you know, that is sort of my cue to Potter. So a little behind the scenes for you. Not quite playing us off yet. Because honestly, we're getting quite a few comments here. This is the most comments we've got in one show. And I love it. So we're going to tie into them a little bit here. Am I pronouncing that right? Is it Javier Lara? Did I get that right? Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I think it's
Thank you,
Javier.
Crypto Era. Thank you. Lost my headphones. Cassie, what project are you currently in?
I was wondering what happened. I was like, your face looks different, but it went so quick you didn't even see your headphones fall off.
Really? Oh yeah, completely fell off. So 22 Crypto, the side project for Drip and the Drip Garden is a minor setup different than most, though. Oh, so he's saying the Drip Garden is a minor.
I don't know.
So actually, he makes a good point. Even if he didn't intentionally do it, at 22 Crypto, I appreciate you. Give me an example of a minor, like just an actual project that's out there that you know about. Not saying go dive in it or anything, but what's a minor?
We may put one in the description.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, if we put it in the description, it is for entertainment purposes only. Not only don't put money you can't afford to lose, put less. Less.
I mean for viewing purposes, like to literally give someone an example of like, hey, this is what we're talking about. This is an example, not saying put your money in it. Exactly.
No. Well, how though?
Huh?
How can I give an example?
Like name a project.
Yeah, I don't understand.
So like, what is a minor project? So Drip is like a reflection token and all that. That's what it does.
Yeah, Drip is so the garden would be more of a minor the Drip Garden would be more of a minor project. Okay, Drip is not a minor project.
Right. So if you type in YouTube Drip Garden, there's probably somebody out there that's talking about it. That's an actual minor. Perfect. Just an example for them.
Right. And for example, Pigpen, you know, it's based off that. We should probably have a whole show on this because it's so big. The one thing that I did want to say, and it kind of fits with the show name, is indeed, DJ, like you don't want to ape in, you want to build.
That's it right there. That is it. If you're feeling squirrely and you want to slide by every Thursday and Friday, 10 Eastern. Tomorrow, I'm super fired up. We got another guest, 22 Crypto. He's in the comments. We're going to have him on. I like his personality. I want to dive into him, talk to him about his YouTube channel, about his strategies, all that. And I'm excited about it. I'm getting more and more excited about this. And
me too.
Yeah, Potter, it's been fun. It's been really fun. Like, you guys are literally seeing our documentation of not only my crypto journey, Potter learning more, but Potter and I teaming up, learning one another, our communication, all of this to bring it to you. And God dang it, it's just been so fun. You got anything in closing?
Cheers.
Cheers indeed. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow and keep building.
Two people.
Fantastic. That was so good. So good.
It still says we're broadcasting.
I know, and it's just great, isn't it?